Young Zimbabwe lawmakers openly defy Mnangagwa, mobilized behind Chiwenga Presidency. The high-stakes succession battle tearing through Zimbabwe's political establishment has reached a historic generational tipping point. In an extraordinary and coordinated show of open defiance, a powerful coalition of young Zimbabwean members of parliament has shattered party protocol, publicly breaking ranks with President Mnangagwa to throw their full institutional weight behind the Vice President, Constantino Chiwenga. The sudden public rebellion by the younger legislative tier completely derails the executive's carefully managed timeline for Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3. The highly controversial legislative bid designed to extend Mnangagwa's presidency to 2030 rather than falling in line under intense party coercion. The rising generation of lawmakers has chosen this critical parliamentary window to pivot, signaling a tectonic realignment within the state architecture. Shifting allegiances, the youth rebellion. For months, the architects of the 2030 project operated under the assumption that the ZANU-PF parliamentary caucus could be systematically whipped, bribed, or intimidated into delivering the required 2/3 legislative majority. However, the emergence of an organized youth bloc openly backing a Chiwenga presidency changes the entire mathematical and political equation. Right? According to legislative insiders, these young MPs, representing a crucial demographic within both the ruling party and opposition spaces, have become deeply disillusioned by the economic stagnation, parallel patron-client structures, and dynastic ambitions dominating the current administration. By aligning themselves with Vice President Chiwenga and the institutional military deep state, the young lawmakers are positioning themselves as the vanguard of a transition. The youth are no longer content to be used as political foot soldiers for a legacy that offers them no future, noted a prominent regional political analyst. By backing Chiwenga, these young MPs are effectively telling Mnangagwa that his time is up and they are ready to anchor the post-2028 dispensation. The open rebellion on the floor of the August House has completely paralyzed the passage of Cape 3. High-stakes, feared debates saw several young legislators deliver historic submissions that brought parliamentary proceedings to a virtual standstill. Prominent young lawmakers, including Honorable Agents Gumbo and Honorable Fadzai Mahere. You know, the funny thing, ndicho mfana wa muru anonzi Agents Gumbo, waiva senior, tichiri kuchikoro. And mfana uyu, in fact, waidzidza kune imwe high school yenda singadzidzi nini, but akambouya ku high school kwangu. Mfana uyu waiva, anzi majunior MP or something, yeah, majunior MP aya. Mfana uyu wakazvitanga kukare politics. Mfana uyu wakaswera ane baby rangu, like live and direct mfana Agents Gumbo, because zvinhu zvava parliament. Wakaswera ane baby rangu mfana uyu, akaita ma1. Anopanda kaona kuti mababy ka, mafanisi. Kungoona zvahwinya vakutoenda. But anyway, zvangova zve one day sezvo vanga vangovhesita one day. So anyway, regai tiende kumberi. So Agents Gumbo and Honorable Fadzai Mahere, alongside the robust resistance from opposition MPs like Honorable Edwin Mushoriwa, launched devastating, legally precise attacks against the amendment. They argued that tampering with the 2013 constitution to save individual political self-preservation is an unpatriotic betrayal of the citizens. The atmosphere inside the chamber became highly charged as it became clear that the intense campaign of anonymous death threats and financial inducements dispatched by regime enforcers over the weekend to force compliance had completely failed to break the resolve of the youthful coalition. The military deep state gains the legislative upper hand. The open mobilization of young MPs behind Chiwenga marks a massive strategic victory for the military faction. It follows closely on the heels of an uncompromising ultimatum delivered by active serving and retired generals during an emergency weekend meeting at Mnangagwa's private pre-Cab Farm, where commanders demanded that Cab 3 be abandoned or subjected to a highly risky national referendum, with the military holding the line from the outside and a energized coalition of young MPs blocking the path from the inside. Mnangagwa's executive path to a term extension has effectively been blocked. As Parliament prepares for a decisive and volatile week, the political narrative has completely flipped. The 2030 project is no longer a done deal. It is a collapsing enterprise, and the rising generation of Zimbabwean leaders has officially chosen to march behind the banner of the deep state to enforce a transition. Mre Zimbabwe, tiripo pamzinda wevanhu, muri kufamba neni super galore. Stay tuned. Jange chikupai more updates. Peace.